Welcome to today's deep dive. Imagine an animal that literally eats its own house to absorb energy just so we can build a brand new one the very next day.
Right. It sounds like science fiction.
It really does. But today we are looking at a brilliant biological engineer. We're talking about the spider, and our mission today is very special.
Yes, it is.
We are going to learn English together by reading a short, fascinating story about this tiny, busy animal.
Exactly. And because of that mission, we are going to speak very slowly and clearly today. We really want to help you practice your English.
Yeah, we want to make sure you can catch every word.
Right. But we are also going to look at the real science and strategy behind how this tiny animal survives. So to start, let me read the first two sentences of our story very slowly.
Go for it.
Quote, spiders make webs to catch their dinner. They build webs in places with many insects. End quote.
You know, I love that introduction because, well, many people just think bugs are creepy.
Oh, absolutely.
But we are going to learn how this tiny animal is actually like a master builder and a genius at finding dinner.
It really is a genius. So let us look at how it catches that dinner. The story mentions our first key word.
Yes.
The word is web. I will say it slowly 3 times. Web, web, web.
And what exactly is a web for our listener?
Well, a web is simply a spider's home and its net.
Okay, so it is a home and a net, but the text also tells us a secret about this web.
Yes, it does. The web has a very special feature. It is sticky. That is our second key word. Sticky, sticky, sticky.
Sticky. Okay, so when you say sticky, what does that mean?
It means it is like glue. It catches bugs.
Ah, I see. So the web is not just, a bed to sleep in. It is actually a trap.
Exactly. It is a trap.
Like if I touch glue with my hand, I cannot pull my hand away easily, right?
Right. It holds you there.
So the web acts exactly like glue for insects. That is amazing.
It is. Now that we understand this sticky trap, what actually happens when an insect flies into it?
Yeah, what is the next part of the story?
Let me read the next part very slowly. Quote, when a fly hits the web, it gets stuck. It cannot move. The spider runs fast to catch its meal. End quote.
Oh, wow. Okay, so there is our next key word.
Yes, the word is stuck. Stuck, stuck, stuck.
And stuck means what exactly?
Stuck simply means when you cannot move, the fly cannot fly away.
Right, because of the glue.
Exactly. And that brings us to our fourth key word. The story calls the spider a hunter. Hunter. Hunter.
A hunter, an animal that catches food.
Precisely.
Thinking about this, many people think spiders are scary. I mean, people run away from them all the time.
Oh, yeah. They scream and try to squash them.
Right. But I want you, the listener, to think about this. Are they truly scary, or are they just very, very smart hunters?
That is a great question.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think they're just smart because, a spider knows exactly where to wait for its food.
Yeah, it does not just run around wasting energy.
Right. It lets the food come to the trap.
It really is incredible. Okay, so the smart hunter catches the fly is stuck, but a fly is pretty big for a small spider.
Very big, yeah.
It cannot eat everything all at once. So what does it do next? It needs a way to store its meal, right?
It definitely does. Let us read the final sentences of our story to find out.
Okay.
Quote, then the spider wraps the food in silk. It saves the food for later. The spider is a very smart hunter. It works hard to build a strong home. End quote.
Ah, so it wraps the food, and it uses our final key word.
Silk.
Yes, silk. Silk.
And what is silk?
Silk is the thin, strong string that comes from a spider.
I love how it uses that silk because, well, it compares to something we do every day.
How so?
Well, imagine you have leftover food, like a big sandwich you cannot finish.
Right, you do not throw it away.
Exactly. You put it in a lunchbox.
Yeah.
Or you wrap it in plastic wrap to save for later.
Yeah, to keep it fresh.
The spider does the exact same thing. It wraps the bug in silk, like a lunchbox, to save for later. It is brilliant. And, speaking of brilliant things spiders do, there's an amazing fact from our research notes.
Oh, what is that?
Spiders actually recycle their old webs.
Wait, really? They recycle?
Yes. When a web gets old and it is covered in dust, the glue does not work anymore.
Right. It is not sticky.
Exactly. So the spider actually eats its own web.
It eats it. Wow.
Yeah. It digests the old silk to get energy, and then it uses that energy to build a brand new web.
That is unbelievable.
It is simply using old things to make new things.
I am amazed that a tiny bug knows how to recycle. I mean, what a great idea for the Earth.
It is the ultimate green technology.
It really is. Well, we have learned so much today.
We have, and now that we know the whole story, let us bring it all together.
Good idea.
I'm going to read the entire story one more time. But this time, I will read it at a natural pace.
Yes, so you, the listener, can hear how the words flow together in normal conversation.
Here we go. Spiders make webs to catch their dinner. They build webs in places with many insects. When a fly hits the web, it gets stuck. It cannot move. The spider runs fast to catch its meal. Then, the spider wraps the food in silk. It saves the food for later. The spider is a very smart hunter. It works hard to build a strong home.
Fantastic. Congratulations on practicing your English with us today.
Yes, great job.
Let us quickly review our 5 key words. We had web.
The spider's home and net.
Sticky.
Like glue.
Stuck.
When you cannot move.
Hunter.
An animal that catches food.
And silk.
The thin, strong string.
Perfect. Now, before we finish our deep dive today, we want to leave you with one final question to think about.
Yes, something to apply what you have learned.
Imagine you were a spider. You have this amazing sticky silk and you need to catch dinner. Where would you build your web?
That is a great question.
Would you build it near a bright light, maybe where bugs fly at night? Or would you build it hidden deep inside a garden?
You have to think about where the most insects might be.
Exactly. Think about your energy and where you would be the smartest hunter. Thanks for joining our deep dive today.